So, yo, play up yourself, man. This season, this football season, hit them Zabouca Choka. Boom. I believe I shared this recipe with you all, Zabouca or avocado choka, about 8 years ago. I can't be 100% sure, but it's very simple. We're gonna need the avocado, some salt, and I'm using sea salt, garlic, and these are fine wiri peppers. I had these in the freezer. I planted them in the garden this year. They're very spicy. You can use any sort of spicy pepper that you like. I just so happen I love the flavor of that. Thai chilies works great, jalapenos, Scotch bonnet, habanero, all of those things. Really, first thing we need is a bit of that sea salt. I like a ton of garlic, so we've got 5 cloves of garlic in there. And in goes those wiri peppers. All we left to do is to crush that into a fine paste. And I like using my mortar and pestle here. Makes it very convenient. And that little bit of salt in there is just going to brighten up everything. Try not to go too heavy on the salt. Plus, that salt is going to act as a sort of an abrasive, just to help crush this down to that smooth paste and you can see how easily it's starting to come together. Took about 3 minutes, but it's exactly where I want it to be. Yeah, this version here is very spicy. Now here's the thing. Some of you may look at this and say it's guacamole, but I grew up calling it Zabouca Choka. And you're gonna see the final step I'm gonna do, it's what kinda makes it a little bit different than guacamole. Then it's just a matter of cutting your avocado. And I have here, they came on sale, and I have a ton of them. The top part there isn't all that iry, so we're gonna trim that off. I have all of them. You know, that's the thing about avocado. They all seem to ripe at the same time. So just gonna scoop that out now. Boom, into there. And you know, you do just as I just did there, and then we begin crushing again. Or the half where the seed remains, you just hit the middle snap, twist, and boom, you're good again. You're just gonna go in there and scoop out all of that, yeah? Now if you're making guacamole, you usually hit it with a little lime juice or a little lemon juice or something. With choka, I never saw my mom using anything like that, but we use the big avocado we have in the Caribbean, not these small Mexican sort of California looking things. But if you want to hit it with a little lemon juice or lime juice, you can certainly do that. I'm only rocking it so because we're going to chunky this, and that is this part there that makes it a little bit unique, a little bit different than guacamole. The consistency or texture here is totally up to you. I like it somewhat smooth, but there's still a little bit of body to it there. If you want it a bit more chunky, you can certainly do that as well, yeah? What I like doing is giving this a good little mix, like so. Remember, if you want to hit it with a little bit of lemon juice or lime juice, you can do that. The next step, thinly sliced onions, and I'm putting the onions on top because the chunky part, where we're going to sort of temper it with hot olive oil. And I have a tablespoon and a half of olive oil, 2 tablespoons of olive oil heating up right now. Once we get that whisper of smoke, we're going to pour it on here. And I like doing it like this because what it does, it sort of cooks the onion a bit and spreads that onion flavor all the way through. And yo, taste the best thing, man. The oil is nice and hot now. So all we're going to do is pour that directly on there. And then all we got to do is stir that around like so. Remember earlier there when I talked about adding a bit of lemon juice or lime juice to the mix? That oil will also help prevent it from going dark and discolored. Mind you, you really want to eat this right away and give this some good loving. Anyways, Chris here, CaribbeanPod.com. Always a pleasure having you guys here in the kitchen with me. Yeah, you may call it guacamole, but where I'm from, we call it Zabouca Choka. Yeah, what do you eat it with? Yo, roti. I mean to say, if you want to dip your corn chips in there and scoop and scoop and scoop, hey, do your thing. But in the Caribbean, we use this as a sort of a side to a lot of different curry dishes and stews and all kind of thing like that too. So, yo, play up yourself, man. This season, this football season, hit them Zabouca Choka. Boom.